Okay, everybody, before we get into the lesson for today, we're talking about histograms. And I recognize that when I say the word histogram, you might think of a different word. So let's get that out. Let's get some practice with the differences. Here we go. Histogram, histogram, histogram. Instagram, Instagram, Instagram. Histogram, Instagram. Histogram, Instagram, histogram, histogram, histogram. All right, with that, let's get to the lesson. All right, to get started, what we have is a histogram that shows some dog weights in pounds. What's a histogram? Well, as you can see down here, a histogram looks like a bar chart. What's different about it from the bar charts you've seen before is that we have numbers down here. So not categories like colors like red or blue or green, but numbers. We still have frequencies going on the y-axis, how many dogs, because we're talking about dog weights here, but we have numbers down here. So that's what a histogram is. It looks like a bar chart, but we have numbers on the horizontal axis. Each bar includes the left end value, but not the right end value. For example, the first bar right here includes dogs that weigh 60 pounds, because I have a 60 right there, and 68, because 68 is between 60 and 80, but not 80 pounds, because we don't include the rightmost number in this bar. Okay, so let's try and figure out how we're going to answer some questions. How many dogs weigh at least 100 pounds? To answer that, I first need to think about which bars stand for weighing at least 100 pounds. And those would be these bars right here. And that's because my weight has to be 100 pounds or more. So this bar is between 100 and 120, 120 to 140, 140 to 160, 160 to 180. Okay, how tall are those bars? Well, I can look at those and I can see that the first bar is 14 high. Goes all the way up to the top. The second one, if I take a look, it's between 4 and 6. So it's 5 high. The next one, if I take a look, is between 2 and 4. So it's 3 high. And the last one is between 0 and 2, and it's 1 high. So if I want to answer this question, how many dogs weigh at least 100 pounds, I need to add up those numbers. 14 plus 5 plus 3 plus 1. And that would be 23 dogs. All right, second question. How many dogs weigh exactly 70 pounds? We've got an issue here. I know 70 pounds is between 60 and 80. But I don't know the weights of the dogs inside this bar. Like we said before, this would include dogs that weigh 60 pounds and 68 pounds and 70 pounds and 72 pounds and 73 pounds. I have no idea of the weights inside this bar, just that they're between 60 and 80. So when we're asked how many dogs weigh exactly 70 pounds, I have to say, I don't know. I cannot say. A histogram is not a good tool for telling me about exact weights, because what I've done is I've put dogs into these bars that are between 60 and 80 and 81 and 100 and so on. So trying to answer this question is not doable with a histogram. All right, let me erase what I have here and talk about the next two questions. Okay, how many dogs weigh at least 120 and less than 160 pounds? Again, I want to outline the bars that I'm talking about here. And I'm talking about the ones that are between 120 and 160. Those two bars. And we've already talked about how many dogs are in those two bars. So this is a really easy thing to answer. All we have to do is add it up. 5 plus 3 is 8 dogs. All right, next question. How much does the heaviest dog at the show weigh? Okay, this is another where I'd like to know exactly how much, but I don't know. I know that heaviest dog, that one dog is in this bar. So I know that that heaviest dog weighs at least 160 pounds up to 180 pounds. So I can't say for sure what the weight is, but I can say the following. Between 160 and 180 pounds. Again, histograms are really good at finding answers when I'm talking about a range. I'm saying, hey, how many between these two numbers? It's not really good when I want to talk about one number. All right, let me pause, erase this, and we'll discuss the last question. Okay, our last question is, what would you consider a typical weight for a dog at this dog show? We've talked about typical weights before, and we've often used the word center. So I am trying to figure out what I think the center of this data is. So right off the bat, I'm really interested in something here. I've got some weights to the right, I've got some weights to the left. This is the highest stack, and it looks like it's pretty close to the middle. Now at this point, there are a lot of different answers that you can give, but I think they need to be between 100 and 120 pounds. I want to move more towards the 100 than the 120 because it looks like there are more dogs that weigh less over here than the dogs that weigh more over here. So I might go with 100 or 105 pounds. I think I'm going to go with 105 because if I drew the line at about 105, hold on, let me make that a smaller line. If I drew the line at 105 right around there, I'm hoping that the number of dogs on the left, the dogs that would be in these bars, are about equal to the number of dogs that would be in these bars. But I can see arguments for 110 or 100, or I'd be probably okay with any number that you chose between 100 and 120. But I'm going to write down my answer for 105 pounds because it's near the center of the histogram. Now, let's just review the most important things that we've been talking about today. A histogram looks like a bar chart, except at the on the horizontal axis, you have ranges of numbers instead of categories. You have frequencies on the vertical axis. Histograms are really good about talking about ranges of numbers. How many dogs weigh between 60 and 80 pounds, for example. And they're not very good at specific numbers. How many dogs weigh 130 pounds? They're very good for taking a lot of data and putting that data into a picture that's easier to understand. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for you to go back to the Google form and answer some questions about histograms.